Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard about it, read about it. But have you ever seen a psychedelic circus? Those innocent, fun games of the hallucination generation? Here you will meet the swingers, the hipsters, the beatniks, and the acid heads who live from pill party to pill party.
So welcome to the first Sharkopod of the winter window. Firstly, I should reiterate that making transfers happen in the winter window is a lot more difficult than the summer. Clubs don't want to lose players. Clubs would need to look for replacements when they'd not planned to do so. It's particularly true for goalkeepers. So don't expect too much to happen.
I don't like it.
My name is Cliff Lipson and I'm in the musical Hair. I'm just at that age, draft bait, and I have a little trouble with acne. Another guy in the show used Therablem, and then I use Therablem. It covers them up, helps dry them up, helps make them go away. It's no miracle cure, but I like it better than anything else I tried.
He's not the only kid in the show that uses Therablem.
Give me Therablem! Who needs it? Give me Therablem!
From the makers of Noxima.
So first up, the outbound players. Lazar Markovic. Liverpool need to look to sell him in January, else he can invoke a clause which FIFA has that will allow him to walk away for nothing in the summer. Emre Can. Juventus will look to a deal for the summer with a pre-contract being signed in January. Borussia Dortmund will look to do the same. So this brings us to Coutinho. Liverpool would like to keep him, but they know how far this has gone now with Barcelona. Barcelona will look for a deal this month. They want agreement by November the 30th, when someone critical to this entire process is departing Barcelona, perhaps for a new home in London. I would expect them to come and offer players part of the deal. They have a significant list of players who are surplus to their needs at the moment. Certainly Rafinha's one of those, and he could be offered, but I think Andre Gomez will be first up. They are talking to another club about Rafinha at the moment. So this brings us to the amount of money involved. I rather doubt Barcelona will start anywhere close to a figure that's acceptable to Liverpool. Liverpool may need to come down on what they were looking for in the summer in order to make this happen. Otherwise, on November the 30th, I would expect Barcelona then to start looking at some of their other options. They're not going to wait forever, and if it can't be done, they will look elsewhere. It's not good news for Liverpool if that happens. It means may need to look to trying to sell Coutinho on to PSG or Real Madrid.
darling, 'cause I need your love. scumbags. 'Cause I wanna love you, girl, I wanna love you tonight. I can't seem to make you mine. I can't seem to make you mine. I can't seem to make you mine. I can't seem to make you mine.
So what can Liverpool expect in January? Firstly, they are looking for a centre-back. We've had that discussion on numerous occasions. Dealing first with Virgil van Dijk. He's damaged goods. The owners are willing to take the loss of face and stand up to what would be another incredibly embarrassing situation. They could go in with an offer. Personally, I rather doubt it. Other options, Stefan de Vrij. He could be a January option, even though he's just signed a new contract. He has a termination clause in there which is reasonably low, and it might be tolerable for Liverpool to look to do something there. Benedict Houds, well, Juventus have an option on him. I'm not sure if he's even played yet this season, but he's been out injured, there have been problems. They're going to take a look at him, but they may not take up the option at the end of the year. Potentially, they could let him go in January if they can get a replacement. I would not rule him out at all. The youngster Per Schurz, I expect him to join when he's 18. He's not going to be ready for the first team right away, but everyone says he is a really good buy, very, very well thought of, and somebody Liverpool could certainly make use of in the future. Liverpool actually turned to Schurz in the summer after losing out on Mohamedou Dembele, the PSG youngster. Again, much is expected of him. In terms of any other players at the moment for centre-back, I think Liverpool will keep looking. I think they'll look to bring somebody in January, but there is that difficulty of getting clubs to sell at that time of the year. Sorry, I should apologise for the cruddy recording. I've just listened to a tiny bit of it back and it's terrible. Try and do better next time, but I'm not redoing it now.
Don't listen to this. It's a 1-minute spot for the thugs.
What's bothering you right now?
Materialism. People don't have the proper
things
sense
could
of
go
values.
faster
That
without
bothers
using
me
the
a lot.
safety valves, you know. They
People,
can make more money, so they just
can walk
let the
over
environment just get completely
and peel
ruined.
the flowers and crush them all and not even look at them. And if they put a dent in their car,
honking,
they
all
get
the
upset.
noise. Cars bug me because they seem to have control over the whole situation. People go around cars.
I don't dig this town.
Well, I guess it bugs me the way hate sort of plays off of itself.
Everybody's going 60 miles an hour
Someone
when the
does
earth
you
is
a dirty
traveling at
turn,
the speed
and
of
so
light.
you're
I'd like to
uptight,
know where
so
they're
you
trying
do
to
someone
get.
else a dirty turn.
I still believe in love. I still don't believe that people have forgotten that. I'm just really tired, you know.
The Thugs' new album, Golden Filth, is on Reprise, records and tapes.
So, if Pipco goes, what are the options? In no particular order. Max Meyer is out of contract in the summer, would be a very good option and certainly should be looked at. Diego Laxalt is a player that Liverpool have looked at before, they're keen on, they like him. I'm not so sure, but what do I know? Something could potentially be done. Rafinha is out injured at the moment, but he will be available from Barcelona. They are talking to another English side about him, but he could be offered to Liverpool. Andre Gomez certainly could be offered to Liverpool, and I think will be. So most Liverpool fans seem convinced that Leon Goretzka's already agreed to sign in January and the deal is done. They can keep thinking that, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't. He was looked at in the summer as an option to Nobby Keita, but that was all. If Liverpool wish to go for him, they can do so. There's interest from elsewhere, strong interest from Barcelona, even stronger interest from Juventus. Now, somebody I think Liverpool will go after is Thomas Lemar of Monaco. He's a possible Coutinho replacement. He is available. He is really, really expensive and seemingly getting more expensive, I'm told recently. Julian Brandt is another option. It could have been done in the summer if there wasn't so much screwing around by the coach. Still potentially the marquee signing the fans crave and want, which has every chance of going ahead if Liverpool want to do something. I would note that there is interest in from elsewhere, and there's also interest in Max Meyer from elsewhere. That sort of brings us to Julian Draxler. He will be available, as will many other players from PSG. It would be a bit of a compromise solution, as Liverpool has never really pushed any interest in him at all. But he's a decent player. He's not particularly happy at the moment because he's not getting game time. Liverpool could offer him that, so that's another possibility. And right now, I think that is pretty much it with Liverpool. I wouldn't expect too much. They're not going to buy for the sake of it. Adding a centre-back makes a lot of sense and is something they'd like to do. But it's got to be a player they want. There's no point just going out and buying for the sake of it at this time of year. And that's the other difficulty with Coutinho. Maybe they could strike a deal now and make it happen in the summer, giving them time to work on Lamar and other possibilities. So we'll see, and I suspect there'll be another update during December.
She